Hey there folks, today I'd like to take a casual peek into the Bakugan Mechtanium Surge Deezall Mechtogan Combat Set. This set was first released in 2011 and is a Target exclusive which sells for $12.99. Now, I am not a follower of Bakugan, but I was in the Target toy aisle when I noticed this set. And it caught my eye, not for the Bakugan, but for the Mechtogan, which is the figure down below. So I went ahead and picked it off the peg and looked at it a little bit more, and it looked even more interesting. So I went ahead and bought one to try it out. Not the game, but the actual Mechtogan. But taking a look at the Mechtogan here in the package, you could see that this combat set, which is a Target exclusive set, comes with a Mechtogan and a Bakugan and a metal card, ability cards, and a Mechtogan activator. Now, this particular Mechtogan down below is called Deezall, although there is no name tied to this particular Mechtogan on the package whatsoever. I had to do some interweb searching to find out what his name was, and all of the Mechtogans come in a variety of colors, but this Target exclusive, or all the Target exclusive Mechtogans, are colored red on there. And this Mechtanium Surge, I believe, is a new line for Bakugan that started in February, I believe. But taking a look here at the back of the package, you can see how to use the Mechtogan, and of course you have a picture here of the Bakugan. You can see that the Mechtogan transforms with the Mechtogan activator. And down below you can see that there is an online feature which utilizes, looks like a rub sign off of the Bakugan, and maybe the Mechtogan, I'm not sure. And you can enter a code online to unleash your monster on there. We'll be right back, and we'll have the Deezall out of the package. Okay, we're back, and we have Deezall out of the package, and we'll go ahead and take a look at all of the items that come with Deezall. First up, we'll take a look at the Bakugan, and this particular Bakugan is what I thought was black, is actually a dark brown, red, and with some silver accents on there. And if I can find it, there's the rub sign. There's a sticker on there, I guess to dissipate the heat. I'm not sure why there's a sticker on there. And you activate it, of course, with the magnet that's installed on the Bakugan. So if you get one of the metal cards and place it on the magnet, it should activate the Bakugan. And it looks like this particular Bakugan is like a mech type warrior on here. I'm only familiar with what look like animal forms from Munchkin number 2. He likes to play with his Bakugan, and he has a whole bunch of different animals on there. But this one looks like a mech type warrior. You can see the head here, the chest here, the arms here, and the feet here that can fold out on there. It's kind of neat. Next, we'll take a look at the Mechtogan activator card. It's basically just like those metallic gate cards on there, and you just basically swipe it across the magnet that's installed on the Mechtogan. And some artwork for the Deezall. They do include the name on there, and not on the packaging for some reason, but on the card. Here's the design on the back for Mechtanium Surge. We have here one of the metal cards. I'm not familiar with any of the numbers on here. I don't play the game, unfortunately. There's the back of the card there. And we also have some ability cards, I believe. This looks like Deezall's information on there. He looks like he has some special rules. And I guess this is an ability called Hammer Relic on there. And that's the back of the cards there. Now let's go ahead and take a look at Deezall. Now I have him partially transformed. He's got these blaster cannons that flip over the his shoulder when activated on there. And you can see that Deezall here is some sort of biomecha creation. I don't know the storyline or anything like that. Don't know how to play. I just think these things look really cool. Now these things are about 3 inches tall. They're about the size of a Scout class transformer, and I'll just do a real quick size comparison and put Deezall here. If you can stay upright there. And I have a hardtop here from a recent peak, and as you can see they stand roughly about the same size, so about 3 inches on there. So, but it's kind of neat. This is the die-cast part of the Mechtogan. I guess the new line, the Mechtanium line, has die-cast parts, and the die-cast part here is being the head here. And you can see the cannons are folded back. And he's got these shoulder things here that transform into cannons, and we'll go into that in a little bit. On there you can see some of the design here. You can see the red with the very dark brown. Again, I thought this was black in the packaging, but it's actually a very dark brown on there. It's kind of a neat design. I really like it on there. And back here you could in the middle, in between the two cannons, is the actual activator, the magnet in a sense. And the way these Bakugan work is that when you swipe the metal card or place it on the metal card, it activates or releases some spring activated features on there, so things pop out or fold out or whatnot. And when you swipe the card on this particular guy, 2 sets of cannons, a total of 4 cannons, pop out, and a new head. And let me see if I can go ahead and swipe the card here. It's kind of difficult where they put the magnet on this particular figure. When you put the magnet, it activates the cannons here. It looks like one of them got stuck here. Let me see if I can unstick that one and then put it back into place. Oops. Go ahead and activate that cannon there. Flip the cannons, and you can see he's got some 2 mid cannons here, which is kind of neat. And he's got those 2 big blasters on there, and a tiny little head. I was kind of surprised that it doesn't pop out or anything. It's just in there. So that was kind of a disappointment. So I really like just to keep this head there on there, and just have this guy with 2 huge cannons, 2 mid-sized cannons on here. So he's ready for some blasting there. Oh, and there are peg holes here on the side, and he's got some, you can see in his hands there, some holes that you can actually add. I think it's Baku Nanos that you can place on there. It's basically like accessories, weapon accessories on there, which is kind of neat. So one of the things that caught my eye when I saw this set was the articulation points. And this figure is articulated. Some joints nicely articulated, others kind of a disappointment. And we'll go over the articulation here. The head has no articulation other than the alternate head popping out, or actually the main head popping down and revealing the alternate head on there. The arms are on a hinge swivel joint, so you can actually have the arms go all the way around and out and in on the shoulders. And there is an elbow joint, like a small hinge joint, but the range of motion is very limited, so you can go in and out like that. The hands are on a hinge joint that's very limited as well, and it can just barely go in and out on there, if at all. I'm not sure why they even articulated the hand there. No waist articulation, but the legs are on a ball hinge swivel joint, so it can go up, down, to the back, basically almost all the way around if you can get it all the way around, and out and in. There is a ball swivel joint at the thigh. It goes back and forth. There is a hinge at the knee, and that can go in and out on there, and there is a rotation on the foot on there. Overall, it's a nice little mecha type figure, and I'm kind of pleased with it. Kind of disappointed with some of the articulation. I thought it'd be the range of motion would be a lot more, but I think these guys are kind of neat on there, and I do plan to get more. And I think they actually complement the Scout class Transformers quite well with the size on there. So, but this is my casual peek into the Bakugan Mechtanium Surge Deezall Mechtogan battle set. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.